player.
What's up, ladies and gents? I am your host, CenterStrain01, and of course, welcome. This is some multiplayer for Halo 5 Guardians. This is a match that I did not too long ago, so I'm going to go ahead and go over to myself here. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. Now remember, I don't know where these guys are in the match. You only see this when you're using the replay system, so it kind of gives you a little hint of, you know, where some of the enemies are. So this is Swat. Everybody is a fan of Swat. I remember playing Swat ever since Halo 3, I think was... I think it was in Halo 2. I can't 100% remember, but I definitely remember in Halo 3 getting that SWAT matches on. That was the first time that I really paid a lot of attention to. Took it more seriously, I guess you could say. But let me just say that the gameplay is so super smooth. You know, you guys have seen some multiplayer footage from the channel already that I've put out there. I've put out Warzone, and I did about a 3-hour live stream with some other YouTube people, so it was really fun to get to do that. And of course this here is really fun to do as well. I've got really no strategy. I'm not a competitive Halo person. I'm more of your straight just like to enjoy myself when it comes to this. I can't take competitive multiplayer too seriously when it comes to first-person shooters because I'm already at a disadvantage since I only see out of one eye, and that obviously makes my reaction times a little bit slower than everyone else, because it takes longer for images to process in my brain and in my eye for me to actually see them. And because of that, it actually makes it a little bit more difficult to be able to keep up with those of you that are just normal, that can see normal and don't have to worry about that. It's just something that I've learned to live with. I think that's one of the reasons why I like stealth games so much, because I can take my time. You don't have to have a lot of fast reaction times when you can plan out your moves, whereas Halo is definitely one of those faster type of games that you have to kind of constantly be going back and forth. You know, one moment to the next. You never know what's going to come around the corner and things like that. So I'm really enjoying the SWAT gameplay. I love how open the multiplayer is, like how much different things there are to do in this multiplayer. It's actually quite extensive, though. I'm actually pretty amazed at Warzone is a very deep system with lots and lots of enemies on screen and huge maps, whereas Arena is your 4-on-4 mode, where it's just all that, you know, kind of want to get with a good team. Obviously, every time you play multiplayer, you're going to have the best time playing with people that you know, with friends that you can count on to help you be able to get, you know, kills and things like that, depending on what the objective is for whatever type of multiplayer game that you're playing. So I would love to be able to play with you guys out here in Halo 5 Guardians. Let me know in this video if you're someone that you're interested in playing some Halo Guardians with me, and we'll set up a time for, like, say, the weekend or something like that, where we can all get together and have a huge live stream, and all you guys can come. We can do some custom games and things like that. We can actually just kind of have a night of it, and I think it would be really cool to get you guys involved in that as well. I'm really glad that they brought back the theater system. I'm really glad that it feels like classic Halo, and even though this is a new, you know, team, I mean, obviously they did Halo 4. I enjoyed the Halo 4 multiplayer, but it wasn't something that I stuck with. I think I played it maybe like 2 days when it first came out, and then I didn't play it for like months after that, whereas this one I feel that I'm going to want to continue to go back to because it's actually fun. I feel the love of Halo again. Sometimes, you know, you lose the love of a certain franchise that you really enjoy playing, and it saddens you. You know, it makes you feel like, you know, what happened to the good old days when games were something that you just couldn't wait to get home and play. Granted, being a YouTuber, you know, sitting here playing video games, going to work, and then coming here and then playing video games, it can get very tiresome, and it can take a lot out of you. So when you guys see me play video games, and it's not the same as if I was like back in the day when it's like 2001 to 2009, and I'm just sitting there playing games, not worried about putting anything on for thousands of people to watch or whatever. That's always kind of something that weighs over your mind as a YouTuber. It's like, who is gonna, you know, if you get like a horrible noobish kind of a death, you know, who's gonna say something about it, or, you know, this and that. There's all kinds of like little things that you're always worried about when you're playing these type of games, and it's just something that we as a community and a YouTube person myself have to learn how to get over. You know, I enjoy games so much more when I'm not recording them, because I can just sit there and I don't worry about, you know, deaths or how I die or something like that. Whereas when you put something on YouTube, it's something else to constrict you of doing what you would normally do. You know, you have to kind of think a little bit differently. So, you know, I commend all of those other YouTubers out there that actually do this for a living and all that stuff like that, because they have to do this day in and day out. I do it day in and day out, but I also have another job, so I get to take a little bit of time away from it, then I get to come back. But also that adds stress too, because I'm kind of like double dipping in duty here as far as, I can't believe I just said that. But you guys get what I'm saying. It's just, it's very stressful and stuff like that. So for games like this, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more live streaming. I want to get more comfortable with live streaming, with playing video games like this in front of you guys, and not worrying about what some of you might say out there. This was a really, really fun match that I just did, and I thought that I would go ahead and show you guys it. As far as anything, if you want to see exactly how I did, I think I can bring it up here. So, yeah, summary, K-Day, 14 kills, 9 deaths, and 1 assist was my, I think, end goal. So I know this is a very short video, but I wanted to show you guys a little bit of SWAT for the arena style gameplay. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I'll see you next time. Peace out, bitches.